Hello lovelies, it's Tracy. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and I'm not showing my face because I literally feel like absolute crap. I was sick for most of yesterday, so I don't have COVID or anything. I tested, but yeah, I just feel absolutely awful, so I couldn't really do much yesterday. But I just wanted to come in here really quickly and say I have a giveaway going at the moment, so if you would like to win a Stray Kids official tour merch for Maniac, so I have a beanie and I also have a keychain. So if you guys want to win any of this official merch, you can head to the link in the description box below and head on over to Patreon, and all the details on how to win will be over there. So good luck everyone, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day today. Okay, I'll see you later on in the video. Bye.
Hello lovelies, it's Tracy. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and I hope that you guys join in on the giveaway and hopefully we'll have a lucky winner. But here we are traveling at, what time was this? I think it was 4 a.m. I think Simon took me to the airport, and I just want to put in here, there's this little charm that Marion, who is one of my subscribers and a Patreon member, that gifted me on day 2 of the Melbourne show, and I was so happy to be able to meet her. And there she is, look how cute she is. I was so happy to meet her because she literally, every time when I read her comments, she really makes my day, like a lot of my patrons and a lot of my subscribers. So seriously, getting to meet her in person was just so lovely, and getting to meet all the subscribers and all the people that I did meet on the Melbourne concerts was literally, I was so lucky to be able to do that. And everyone that said hi and said that they watched my channel, I'm literally blown away, and I'm so happy that I got to say hello. I wish I got photos with everyone just so I could remember the moment, but I forgot, and like my brain was just not working. Like the entire Melbourne concerts, like I was just not okay. I was like not in the mind frame to be able to like think of these things beforehand, but I really wish I got photos with every single subscriber and every single person that came up to me to say hello, because I wanted to remember you guys. I want to remember those moments more clearly, because obviously my memory is just not what it used to be. But here I am going off to Sydney, and I was so lucky to have enough points to purchase these flights. So seriously, these point flights really helped me make my decision to be able to go to Sydney, because it just made everything so much more affordable, and I decided to treat myself using the points for business class going to Sydney. So being able to experience that for the first time was so wild, like absolutely wild. Going into the premium entry and having to bypass the massive security line, I think I would have been late for my flight if I had to go through that line. But going through the premium entry and then rocking up into the Virgin Lounge, yeah, that was that was an experience to say the least. So being able to have this opportunity to do that was really special, and something that I'm so glad I captured on film so I could show people and show you guys, but to experience it again, because I was like in Melbourne not really taking everything in, like the fact that I got really comfy seats. They served me water in a glass. Yes, I repeat, a glass. But proper coffee, proper food, proper cutlery. It sounds so crazy, but this is how like unfancy we are. That was the first time I've ever flown remotely anything close to first class, and probably will be the last time in a very long time. But I had so much fun, feeling a little bit like a celebrity, and getting to be treated, and having the airline staff be just that even more like helpful. Like the fact that they helped me with my bags and all that sort of stuff was seriously, you can really like, it was just another level, because there's only 8 business class seats, so they really take care of you. But yeah, I was so happy to be able to share these moments with you lovelies, and to be able to relive this myself by watching the vlog because it feels like a dream. But this is what I'm talking about. See, like, they serve me coffee in like actual like crockerware and I have like actual food for breakfast. So it was an scrambled egg quesadilla, which is delicious and, you know, a whole experience in itself. And coming into land in Sydney, I kind of wish I saved this experience for a longer flight because Brisbane to Sydney is only an hour and a half. And I feel like you need to experience it like this, business class, on a longer flight so you can really, you know, get comfortable. You don't feel like you're cramped, because coming back economy, oofed, I felt that. There was a guy in front of me that just kept like, I don't know what he was doing, but he kept like going back into his seat really hard. And because I'm tall, he kept like banging into the back of my knees, and that was not fun. I was waiting for Mel, so I was filming a seagull. And there he goes. So yeah, lovely Mel picked me up from the airport, and then we went back to her place, and I was just waiting for her outside the post office. So I filmed this little seagull that was just chilling, and this is the little wildlife that you get around Australia and Sydney, which was, I thought, he's just chilling. A little pigeon guy, you know, look at him go. Look at him, he's just living. Crazy. And finally, concert day. So I did not go to day one because I did not have the money. So the fact that I got to go to the second day was just amazing, and I'm so lucky that I got to do that. And we managed to get tickets that were front row. So I have no idea how, but like when I say front row, I mean like close to the barricade. So yeah, super lucky. See, like we're walking down and we're like, okay, where is our seats? We're definitely on the floor, but like, are we next to the barricade? Are we like, this is when we realized we were literally right here and we're going to have so many interactions.
We literally bought these tickets yesterday.
From lucky, but they really.
Oh yes.
It's good to be back home. Really, thank you so much. 4 years, so much has happened. Time flew, and oh no! Finally! Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. But yeah, it's all because of the members. That's the reason why I can always try to become better than what I am right now. So all thanks to these gentlemen over here. Thank you. But yeah, another big thanks to Stay for really, waiting for us, waiting for the moment we can meet again, because, it's been way too long. We really missed this moment too.
Hey! Sorry, my neck. 2 days ago, I went to swimming pool with this guy. Yeah, yesterday I told you, but I will tell you again. 2 days ago, I went to swimming pool with this guy, and a lot of they asked me in the 버블이라고 해도 괜찮아? Asked me in bubble, why did you go to swimming pool? You guys can't even swim. So, yes, just we walk, just walk in water, not on the water, not Jesus. Okay, walk in the water. So they told us, wow, we're so happy you guys still alive. And yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm happy that we're not drowned. Yeah. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to make some funny 분위기. How to say 분위기, 형?
Funny atmosphere.
Yes. Yeah. 그 수영장에서 그 본 풍경이 굉장히 죄송합니다. 수영장에서 본 풍경이 굉장히 저는 아름다웠거든요.
The view that I saw from the swimming pool was really beautiful.
그래서 저 사실 약간 저는 뭔가 외국에 나오면 항상 약간 뭔가 너무 호텔 안과 그 나라들이 정말 편하면서도 가끔은 좀 집에 되게 가고 싶을 때도 있단 말이에요.
So when I come overseas, I sometimes am staying at the hotel, but I also want to have a trip back home.
근데 정말 여기서는 뭔가 우리 호주 친구가 2명이나 있어서 그런지 정말로 뭔가 마음이 되게 편했고 너무너무 좀 뭔가 더 오래 있고 싶다라는 생각이 들었던 것 같아요.
So I don't know if it's because we've got 2 members whose hometown is Sydney, but it really made me feel like home and I really want to stay here for longer.
아까 여기 비디오에서도 말했지만 정말 집처럼 느껴도 된다고 했잖아요.
In the video, you guys mentioned that I can make it feel like home in Australia.
진짜로 집 같아서 너무너무 행복합니다.
I'm so happy because it really actually feels like home.
I feel sad because this is the last night in Australia. Yeah, Australia. But we'll promise that we'll come back in Australia and we'll see you guys again. And 아쉬운 게 하나 있었어요, 제가.
I had one little point that was a shame for me.
그 4년 전에 호주에 왔을 때 제가 박쥐를 봤었는데
When I came 4 years ago, I actually saw a bat.
그 사실 보려고 했었는데 좀 이제 기회가 없어가지고 못 봤거든요.
I wanted to see it again, but I didn't get the chance to.
자, 그래가지고 다음에 올 때는 이 놀래 하지 마. 진짜. 다음에 올 때는 이 놀래 하지 마. 진짜. 다음에 올 때는 우리 스테이도 보고 그리고 박쥐도 찾아가지고 사진 찍어서 인증샷 올리겠습니다.
So the next time I come, I will see you, Stay, and the Flying Fox. So I will upload a photo when I do that.
Yes. Thank you guys. It was on.
Rock and roll! Thank you so much, Sydney! Do whatever you want. Wherever I am, stand out, do what you want. And I have all the 3, 2, 1, let's go! Like a volcano, 손닿으면 녹일 것 같은 너의 love. 널 땀이 좀 자랑 내게 때려놔줘. 저보다 차버려도 괜찮아 수백 번 돌이킨다 해도 내 선택은 언제나 oh, 내게 녹아들 수 있게 날 향해서 아파도 너를 쏘게 격하고 거친 바다 속에 나만의 버릴 사랑에 you are my volcano. Forget my lyrics. Love you guys. Bye bye. Alright, Massimo! Alright, everyone, quick message. Good night, sweeties.
Can I say, getting to meet such lovely Stay, and yes, we finally got to get a Stay photo, and I wish we managed to get it with more people, but I'm so lucky to have been able to meet all these lovelies, and I'm still so like out of it, because I'm like, did this actually happen? Did we experience this, or was this all a dream? I suppose it's real because I have footage of it. Well.
There's no one on the train right now, so at least I can talk, but I'm going back to the airport now to go back to Brisbane,
So what an absolute journey. Like, I am still in disbelief that that second day Sydney concert even happened, because there was just so much to take in, especially with there being 8 guys. Like, you just don't know where to look, especially like everyone's doing something crazy at least at some point, so there is just literally so much to take in. And I'm so lucky and so happy to have been able to go to 3 of the 4 concerts. it still blows my mind that I had the opportunity to do that, but also I had like the opportunity because Mel was so lovely and offered for me to stay with her because she knew that it would be so last minute. And the accommodation in Sydney at the moment, I think because it was Mardi Gras, so the LGBTQI Mardi Gras was on this weekend, so I have a feeling that was probably why everything was so expensive, and I didn't realize that until I got back to Brisbane. So that was probably the reason why I wish I kind of stayed. That way I could have, you know, experienced Mardi Gras for the first time as well. But I'm so thankful to Mel for like, you know, putting me up and making sure that I had a roof over my head and I wasn't just staying in some really shady Airbnb or something like that, because I saw a few shady ones online when I was looking. But yeah, I was just super lucky to get to meet her and get to spend some time with her, and it was really nice to be able to meet more stay, whether they were or were not subscribers. Just being able to be around a whole bunch of people that this is still sort of considered a niche like interest or like musical taste. Like I have no friends in my actual life that listen to K-pop, and being able to meet people that are so, you know, unabashed with what they like and the music that they love and just having a good time was seriously such an amazing experience, that I'm so lucky to have been able to be around such amazing stay and to watch the guys not once, not twice, but 3 times. I'm so lucky to be able to have experienced, I feel like I definitely experienced this concert to the full, but I will have my concert thoughts at the end of this video. I'm going to film that now and tack it on to the end. So if you are interested in my thoughts on the concert and my thoughts on the individual guys and individual members, please stick around for that. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm just trying to go back home, and it like the post-concert depression was really setting in, like really badly. I think I was kind of like, how do I be happy from this point? And here I'm now back in Brisbane taking the train to go meet Simon, but yeah.
This is a Brisbane City and Gold Coast train, stopping at all Brisbane City stations, then running express from Park Road.
What are you doing? I think my cat missed me. Oh, and if you haven't entered the giveaway, especially if you're already a Patreon member, what are you doing? Enter the giveaway. You could have a chance to win a beanie or a keychain. That's official Stray Kids merch. It's official because I literally stood in line for you and bought it at the merch stand. So if you are interested in getting some Stray Kids merch, head on over to the link down in the description box below, and good luck, lovelies. Well, hello lovelies. So as you can see, I am back home and I am suffering some serious, like, did that actually happen feels. Like, you know when you wake up from a dream and you're like, whoa, that feels so real. Like, that's exactly how I feel. Like, did that actually happen? I don't know, but now that I've let it sort of like marinate for a few days, you know what I mean? Oh my god, literally like everything's happening right now. Like everyone's mowing, oh gosh. So I have a few thoughts post-concert, so I'm probably going to forget something, but these are sort of the main things, especially from that last concert experience that I got to experience with being so close to the stage. And starting with that, so I've made some notes, so I'm just going to read them at the moment. So with the concert, not only was like I've been so overwhelmed by like, you know, just how amazing the concert was, but not just the performances, but everything ran so smoothly. So you can tell that they have practiced this and rehearsed this so many times, and all of the venue staff tried their hardest to make sure that things were streamlined and things, you know, people wouldn't have to be waiting unnecessarily or things like that, you know, keeping lines moving, all that sort of stuff. So the only thing that was a massive bummer, of course, was the lack of light sticks. So I don't know what the deal is with the light sticks, with the production of light sticks. I don't know what goes on behind the closed doors, but the thing that sucks is that every person that I met who didn't already have a light stick could not get a light stick. Like the fact that there were so many of us stay that wished we had one so we could wave it proudly, especially during the Melbourne show, because you weren't allowed to have any other light stick but Stray Kids. So the whole stadium would have been so much more lit up if everyone had a light stick, and everyone that wanted one could purchase one, but it was very limited amounts, and you can't buy them online. I looked everywhere and I couldn't find an official light stick online that I could purchase. If you know of somewhere that has them, please let me know. But most places that I found that sold them were not official, and I would, you know, I don't feel comfortable with that. So, you know, but yeah, so it was just a shame that everyone that wanted one couldn't purchase one. And it was so limited that only the VIPs who got access to the venue earlier than everyone else, so they could access the venue around, I think it was like 4, they could go in and have access to the merch inside the venue. Normal ticket holders couldn't. So even though we did get up close tickets on the last day, we weren't considered VIP. We were still considered general admission. So we weren't allowed to go into the venue until 6, I think it was. So, you know, so of course, by the time we would have gotten in, they would have been sold out anyway, because there were so few of them. But everyone that did get a light stick, amazing. Like, you guys are just so fierce with getting them, because having to go to the venue super early, and the VIPs that did manage to buy them, like, amazing. Good job. Hats off to you. But I was bummed I couldn't get one, but I'm so thankful to Val who lent me her light stick, because she managed to have 2, but she's going to keep them both just in case anything goes wrong. But she managed to lend me one for the last concert, so at least I was in, you know, the floor section being able to wave something. So that was really fun and really great to get to experience. So yeah, that was really cool. And yes, so what was crazy to us, and you saw our faces in the vlog, but we have no idea how we managed to get so lucky with the tickets. So I went onto the website the day before, just on a whim. I thought, you know, let's just see what tickets have been released, what tickets have gone up on Marketplace, maybe there's something closer to the stage. And I already had purchased tickets, but then I found some closer, which was in section F that I purchased. But then when these tickets were released, I was like, oh, should I do it? I haven't even sold my other 2. And I bought the section C tickets. So I got 2 of them just in case, and managed to sell both my other tickets, which was, I'm so thankful. So I sold both those tickets, and I was like, well, now I have 2 tickets for section C. And Mel was like, well, you know, I can swap out with my other friend and I can get the 4 tickets, so we'll do a ticket swap. So that's what we managed to do. So yeah, so I managed to have Mel next to me, and that was great to have someone that I knew finally, for the last show, I was sitting next to someone that I knew and we could enjoy the concert together and enjoy how close to the stage we were. And off the cuff, I was like, well, I'm way taller than Mel. Like, Mel is so like, she's petite goddess, and I was literally a head taller than her. So I was like, Mel, if we're right next to the stage, if we managed to somehow swing it and we were right next to the stage, you go closer, because if I was on the outside and, you know, they start going to the thrust stage, I'm just going to block you. So at least Mel got to have a good view because I stood behind her. So at least she got to have like, but I was basically, because then she kind of moved to the side anyway, and then I was kind of next to her. So it kind of works out anyway. But yeah, so that was a really fun time. And I'm still in shock that we got tickets that close. But I'm also so mad at myself that I didn't make more prosthetics, because that would have been perfect, like, seating space to have the prosthetics on, have the guys see me, but also being on the dance cam for the dance mission. That would have been perfect to be like, hey, like, I have this on my face. So I'm kicking myself for not having more prosthetics for Sydney Day 2, but you know, what can I do? Like, we both didn't realize that we were going to have tickets that close that they could actually see our faces. But also I'm kind of sad because who knows if I'm ever going to be able to get tickets that close again, because surely the next time they come back to Australia, they're going to be in an even bigger stadium, and that means more competition for tickets. So I feel like that's going to be even harder to purchase tickets when they come back next time, and I'm guessing I might not be able to even get that close again. But who knows, divine intervention, the universe and K-pop gods have our backs that we might actually get tickets close again. But until that day, hopefully they'll be able to see my special effects videos, because I do have more planned. I just haven't been able to do them because I've just been literally so busy, especially work and wedding stuff and trying to upkeep with my, you know, content as well. So it's been a lot, but hopefully I'm probably just gonna create more shorts and things like that just so I can be able to get them up. But okay, so I saw Mel do this on Twitter. I don't know if she did it I think she did it in her Sydney vlog as well, but she also did thoughts on each member and what the experience she got from them through the shows was. So I thought that'd be really nice to talk about from my perspective and from the interactions that I got with the members and what I saw. So I'm going to start with Lino, and it's a shame because Lino is one of my biases and I didn't get to have much interaction with him. I feel like he wasn't on our side of the stage too often, so I didn't really get to interact with him. And plus, he, similar to some of the other guys, didn't really look too deeply at each individual person who was right at the front. So I don't think I ever got eye contact with Lino, which is a shame because I would have loved to interact with him. And I can't remember if Mel got a stay pose with him, but I think he managed to see the sign. I forget. I hope she did, because that, you know, Han and Lino are the originators of stay pose. But that, you know, was a bit of a bummer. But I understand there's literally thousands of people there, like as if. But yeah, that would have been nice to have a bit more Lino interactions. But apart from that, dancing, oh my god. Visuals, oh my god. Performance and vocals, oh my god. Like, did you hear his falsetto from the Melbourne show? I think I need to upload it to one of the shorts later on as like an individual video. But Lino's falsetto and his vocals are no joke. Like, I wish there were more skid songs that really highlight how high he can go and how angelic his voice is, because it really is absolutely beautiful. And of course his visuals, striking, gorgeous, love it. But his dance, you just felt how hard he was going in the dance, but he didn't look tired at all. I feel like I've seen so many dance, what are they called? Like dance breakdowns of dancers that have studied the guys, and specifically Dance Racha, to break down how their dance style is and what makes them unique. And the fact that because Lino is a trained dancer and he has been doing it for years, he knows where to put his strength into and how to make his movements seem clean and strong without tiring himself out. He knows how to utilize his muscles in order to make the movements work for him. And that is something that you really get to see in concert from Lino, especially his body rolls. Oh my god, in Venom, did you see his body rolls? Oh my god, like, this is why I'm still editing that video. There's 2 hours of footage, but when Sam's husband reacted to Stray Kids songs with me, when we were just watching Venom by ourselves, and he called Lino spaghetti hips. Just because you guys know, he knows how to body roll and he knows how to control his body, like, clearly. So yeah, like, I'm just bummed that I didn't get to see more of Lino on our side, but he literally was just incredible to watch in person, and I hope I get to have that opportunity to see more. Another person was Hyunjin. So Hyunjin was actually on our side quite a bit, just because how their formations were. He usually was more on our side, and I feel like maybe he was more comfortable then to go to our side, so then he'd be ready to go into the next dance movement. But he was on our side and he was really interacting with everyone, making sure to look at people in the eye and smile and wave and all that sort of stuff. So I feel like I did get quite a lot of eye contact with Hyunjin, and he just seemed so sweet. Like, first of all, like, this is just every single one of them, but visuals, stunning, performance, incredible, vocal, rap, oh my god, like, how can this entire group have so many talented and hardworking individuals that you can really see his progression, especially from watching very recently the survival show to getting to see Hyunjin live in person, and to witness him and his growth has been so amazing, especially his confidence, because you get to see how fluid his movements are and how he just, you know, while everyone's vibing, he's literally dancing. He's still dancing. Like, he just is able to groove with the music so amazing, and you can tell that he is someone who's never going to stop dancing, because once music is on, he is going to groove, he is going to vibe, he is going to live. So I love that so much from Hyunjin, and getting to feel his energy was really special and literally statuesque. Same with Lino, like, literally they are. We need to get rid of Dance Racha and just call them Statue Racha. Because if they stay still, Felix included, you would probably be like, oh my god, are they like carved from the gods? Like, what is happening? So yeah, Hyunjin, another person that I wish I had a little bit more interaction with, but still got quite a bit of it. And whilst he didn't give me like full on one-on-one interaction, like, I feel like that was for most people's experience maybe, like, you still felt like you had that connection there with him, which was really great. Okay, IN. So another person that, so like Lino, he wasn't on our side very often. In fact, I think out of everyone, he was probably on our side the least. So it was such a shame I didn't get to have more interactions with IN. But I can kind of see as well where people, like, if they like see him from afar and they don't know him, where they're like, oh, he's terrifying. Because legit, I feel like IN would make you feel like the worst person in the world if he looked at you like, like, I felt that. But he did interact with my sign. So after he gave Mel a heart, he read my sign and he gave me like an okay. So JYP, IN himself, the maknae on top, said okay to coming to my wedding. So you better let these boys come to my wedding for free food and drinks. I'm not providing anything else. They can stay at my Airbnb if they really want. But yeah, so everyone write to JYP and tell them what their schedule is for November. It is my wedding. So yeah, so at least he interacted with my sign, and I got that little bit of interaction from him, which is really cool and really great to see him up close as well, because his expression and vocals, I kid you not, he was so stable in his vocals. He is one of the members where literally every single facet of performance, so visuals, dance, like vocals, rap, everything he can do. And he can fit into any racha so perfectly. Like, I can't. Like, after doing some hardcore choreography and then he's having to hit some notes afterwards, he is hitting those notes. He knows how to control his breath so well that he is able to fulfill all of that. And it's just crazy to me, because some of the like high notes are so hard when you're, you know, out of breath, obviously. So he is so stable in his vocals. It is absolutely crazy. Like, of course they all are, and they all have gone through such amazing training to be able to dance for 3.5 hours and still have some amazing vocals thrown in there that are live. They are singing live. I can attest to that. There are some songs where they do have full, like it's the full song being played and they are singing over the top of that, because you can sort of tell those songs are a bit more of like a breather. So they are there to just, you know, compose themselves again, get a hold of their breathing and just perform and not have to worry so much about singing. So like Red Lights, they had the full backing track, so like the full song playing. They didn't just have the music, they had the full song playing and then they sang over the top if they wanted to / could. But songs like that, you can tell that they are just there for a breather. They are there for the members to be able to just focus on the performance and not have to worry about singing and performing at the same time, which I completely get. Absolutely 100%. But all the other songs they are singing live, they are singing live. Like, no doubts about it. And you can tell because there are little mistakes here and there. Some things were like a little bit off, but that's the nature of singing live. Plus singing live after dancing so hard. Like what more could more could we want? Because we got to experience them in their entirety, which is really lucky. So yes, IN. Amazing. Wish I had more interactions, but amazing. Okay, Felix. So Felix, he was on our side a bit, but he was more interacting to the crowd as a whole. I felt like I didn't really get to have eye contact with him, and he didn't really sort of lock eyes onto each individual person going down the line or anything. He was kind of like looking more into the distance and things like that, maybe because maybe Sydney is his hometown and he was afraid of maybe looking at people that he knew but wasn't close with and they were at his concert. He might have felt really embarrassed or weird about that. I don't know. But it was really lovely to see Felix having a good time. It was, I just hope that his back fully recovers, because in All In, and I forget if there was another song, but he didn't do the entire choreography, so I hope that his back recovers enough for him to be able to do that, but also he doesn't get injured even more so. So I'm glad that they gave him reprieve in some songs for him to not do the full choreography and to lessen the chances of him making his back worse, because as someone with back problems, I completely get it. Like, it's literally a never-ending battle, and it's one that I don't think I will ever get rid of, and it might be something that he might have to live with for the rest of his life. So as long as he's managing it, I hope that's all we can hope for, really. So yeah, Felix, his voice, we all know his deep voice But when he sings live, it's so growly. Like the raspiness that he puts in his voice is even so much more crazy when you hear it live, because not only is it deep, but it's so growly and raspy, and I feel like everyone just gets chills in those parts when he starts singing. And yeah, I was just so lucky to get to see him live. And he, like, I think I did not notice this before. I hope I got footage of it in Venom, but I didn't notice because I've never seen this up close, and I haven't seen a Venom performance up close. But in some bits where it goes like that sort of sound effect in the song, they're all like jittering like to like the thing. So they're all like Felix, like they were all incredible, but Felix, like we all know Felix can vibrate. Is that gonna be the proper word? But we all know he is good at that. But he was so good at that part, and it's still mind-blowing to me. But the fact that I got to see that in person is nuts. Like I'm like, what? What is this? Like it's absolutely nuts. Anyway, yeah, I think those are the main things for Felix for me. I think because he was on our side when he was doing that. But yeah, Changbin. What do I say about Changbin? Changbin gave us the most interaction. So he was on our side so much, like so much. And Mel got so many interactions with him. It was really cute. And I managed to get some eye contact and, you know, hearts and like all that sort of stuff from him. So Changbin really is one of those people that everyone in the front row and second row, however far he can see, he tries to make eye contact with everyone and really involve them in the performance and make them feel like they have been seen and they are a part of it. And it's like, you know, it makes us really sort of immersed in his own performance, because whilst he's even when he's not singing or rapping, he is like making sure that he's getting the most out of it and like vibing with people. Like you saw my video, yeah. Like he was so giving with his interactions and performance, and it was really like, I can see why Aussie Stay absolutely love Changbin. Like he always got the loudest screams, because I feel like as well Aussie Stay know how hard Changbin got it when they debuted. All of the teasing, everything that he got, as well as I feel like he was one of the least biased people back in the day because of how harsh the Korean media was. Like that dude with sunglasses / like the I don't know if you know the interviews I'm talking about, where they kind of really did Changbin dirty in those interviews. But like I feel like because we want Changbin to feel so much love, because he has gone through that and has had teasing and all that sort of stuff before, I feel like all the Aussies Day really want him to feel the love and feel how much we appreciate him. And he gives that in return with the interactions that we got from him. And so I feel like I'm gonna cry. But, you know, that was the sort of vibe that I got from him. And I'm just so lucky that I even, like, because he's one of my biases as well, that he, you know, was just on our side so much that I really got to appreciate and really got to take into my eyeballs that he was actually in front of me in person. But yes, moving on. Pangchan. So as my alt bias, I was a bit disappointed, because not because of his performance or anything like that, but I disappointed in myself because I didn't get any Pangchan interactions, and he was on our side maybe a little bit more than Ian, but he mostly made eye contact with people that were behind, or kind of, you know, did a wash over the crowd to sort of get as many people's attention as possible and, like, you know, interactions as possible. But I didn't really feel as much one-on-one with him. That I saw it a few times with him, like with other people, but not with myself or people in my like general vicinity, which was a bit sad. But he does try to make, you know, do his best with trying to wave at everyone and say hi. But as well as be so much going on in his mind to try to look after everyone. But yeah, I was a bit sad that I didn't get to get any interactions with Bang Chan, but I can only hope next time I can, or if he's trolling around on the internet, he might find my channel. That's a terrifying thought, isn't it? I feel like that's every like reactor's worst nightmares, to have him stumble upon a video and then be like, oh god, he's seen that. But yeah, it was really good to see him in person. And again, another, literally, they are all stunning in real life. Yeah, I just felt so inferior. Anyway, Seungmin. Can I say, Seungmin has been climbing my bias ladder so fast, because as I said in one of my compilation videos, his energy is so chaotically calm, or calm chaotic, like it's that sort of thing, because you feel like he's just like placid and docile, and then next minute he is like wild and literally like a menace. And like there are so many times the members had no clue where he was, because he is literally like off interacting with someone, or he's in the band pit and he's playing the drums. Like he is that like wild child where you're just like, what is he gonna do next? And I feel like he stole so many Stay's hearts that maybe didn't give him as much attention as they normally would, just because he was so crazy. Like he is chaotic and wild, and we all love it. And I just love his energy, that he is just so playful, and you can really have some really fun moments with Seungmin, and I just love that so much from him. And his vocals, of course, are so stable. You could tell so often that he was singing live, and I don't know if he did it on purpose just so, you know, it can sound different to the recording, or if maybe his in-ears were a bit of a delay. But there were some bits where he was singing, I think, a little bit early or a little bit late, but he was singing live like they all were, and you can tell, and you can be like, yep, his mic's on. Like everyone knows Stray Kids has their mics on, and they were so good. And especially doing Waiting for Us, all the 4 guys in Waiting for Us, I think I fell in love like 4 more times, because they were just incredible, and Seungmin is and was incredible. Now, the man, the legend, the comedian, Han Jisung. So Han is one of my biases, but I feel like he has taken Bang Chan's alt bias status. Not only because he gave me such an amazing experience by reading my, like not even reading my sign and just like giving me like a small sign or something. He like tried to have a conversation with me, and that was just so special. And to see his smile on his face, and you can tell he was having such a great time, and he was enjoying getting to interact with Stay. But the interaction that I got with him was just so wholesome and cute and amazing that I would literally, like, I'm pretty sure I blacked out while I was talking to him, because I was like, Han is talking to me. Han Jisung is talking to me. Because when he was like, he's like, oh really? And I was like, yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, anyway. Yeah. I feel like there were so many things I would do different if I could relive that day. Like my outfit, like I wish I had prosthetics. Anyway, besides the point. Han Jisung. He made so many iconic moments of the night. Like, you know, using the smoke gun as like, it looks like he wanted to look like he was lifting off. Just his like hilarious monologues, just how he is in general. He really does put comedians out of work, because he is so naturally funny and charismatic, and the fact that he tried to interact with so many stay, I saw like, you know, he gave Mel the stay pose. He did so much fan service that night. Like, pro artist, Hana's pro. Like, he really, really, you know. And plus, singing. He sang Elevator higher than he normally would. He did that amazing, like, rock ballad note that I had in my vlog. Incredible. Like, how is this man real? His biceps, unreal. His muscles, unreal. Smile, unreal. Everything about him. Cheeks, unreal. Like, yes, so Han Jisung, you are my old bias. That is all. But yeah, it was really cool for him to be able to read my sign in the first place, but also then ask me questions, interact with me, make it feel like as if it was a fan meeting as well, which was really cool. I think that's one thing, having like a massive concert, but then making each individual stay you interact with feel like you're at a fan meeting. Like, that is like the coolest experience. And despite Han having an anxiety attack on the first day, like, I felt like we all were really concerned about him because he left the stage and we didn't know what was happening. He didn't come back until the encore, and everyone just was hoping that he didn't hurt himself or nothing happened. But, you know, as he said in the video, you know, he was okay. He just had to cry for 30 minutes, and we were all like, that's okay, King, you know, take your time. And I'm just lucky that I got to go to 2 more concerts and get to experience him again 2 times, and to have such amazing moments of Han captured on film and into my brain because of how amazing he is and how, you know, Han, he has so many iconic moments because of just how he is and who he is, that I'm just so lucky that I got to witness that in person as well. But yeah, so with everything, it was so hard. Like, it's like when you watch, you know, one of their music videos for the first time, you're trying to read the lyrics, you're trying to take in the visuals, you're trying to take in their faces and what's happening. It's kind of like that at the concert, but times a million, because there's so many stay around. You're trying to find where all the members are. You know, there's the music, there's a live band, there's the live band. I'll get back to that. But there's just so much happening that you're literally like, oh look, there's Han right there, but like Lino's right. Oh my god, but there's Hyunjin, and oh my god, his body rolling, and there's changbin. You're literally like, like it's like that. It's literally as if you have the biggest attention deficit disorder ever, because you just have so much to take in and you don't know what's happening at what time. But yeah, there's literally so much. But the live band, it made everything so much more immersive and full, because having to have them metal and rockify their songs just made the concert so much more intense and crazy and lively. And I'm so happy that they did that, because it really did up their game and up the level of the concert, because it wasn't just them singing to backing music. They got to interact with the band. Seungmin, of course, really made an effort to make the band involved by going over there, stealing drumsticks, playing the drums, you know, really making sure that the band felt like they're involved in the concert as well, and they're not just a backing thing. They are a part of the show as well. You know, Seungmin really did that and really tried to make them involved, and that's something that you can tell who Seungmin as a person is. He really wants to make people feel involved, and you know, not like they're a background or they're like, you know, a behind kind of person. They're involved in the concert, they are a part of it. Just like with Bangchan, thanks all the staff, all the security, everyone for making this happen, because it wouldn't without them. It's things like that where you really get to see, I feel like I'm talking really fast, I'm sorry. You really get to see who Stray Kids are as people and what matters to them, and how, you know, they're able to achieve these amazing girls because of Stay, and Stay is able to be here because of Stray Kids. It's just, before I start crying, I'm gonna wrap this up, but thank you guys so much for coming along this amazing journey with me. I am still in shock even that just happened, but also that I was on the Stay dance mission camp. Oh my God. I can't believe that happened. Like, I actually can't believe that happened. Because, yeah, I mean, like, I had no room to move. There was literally chair in front, my chair behind, people beside me. So I only had like a small amount of space to do the moves. I was so worried that I was going to whack someone in the head. And then as soon as that camera was on me, I felt my brain leave my body. So I felt like I had to watch the screen to remember what was next. But then the screen was a bit delayed to the music that I heard, so it was just the whole thing. But yeah, so I feel like I want to do like a how I would have done the Stay dance if I had room short. So I'll include that, and then yeah, I'll see what happens. But I feel like that would be really fun to do. But also that was just wild, especially because in the past few concerts, while the guys are changing and like getting refreshed and everything, they haven't been able to fully watch the Stay cam until like more towards the end of the Stay dance cam. But the fact that like Bang Chan was watching me, oh God, I suppose that was a Bang Chan interaction right there. Like Bang Chan, you can hear him, and I think Felix as well, on the microphone as they were watching me dance. And that was I can't believe that happened, but that happened. So yeah, yeah. So I want to quickly thank everyone for coming on this journey with me. I think I said that before, but anyway, coming on this journey with me. Seriously, getting to meet so many Patreon subscribers. But seriously, getting to meet so many patrons, so many subscribers. I am so lucky to have met you guys, because you are seriously, every single one of you was so beautiful and amazing and lovely that I can't get over it. How did I get such lovely subscribers? I'm in shock. But I want to thank you so much for being here. I want to thank my Patreon lovelies. Appy P, thank you so much for being my super mega marvelous lovely. I want to thank my other patron lovelies. Your names are scrolling beside me right now. Thank you so much for all your support. I really can't do it without you, as well as my YouTube lovelies. Thank you guys so much for coming up and saying hi and being here. I'm really appreciative that you guys are on my channel and a part of the lovely family. So if you haven't already joined the lovely family, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to press the like button. It really helps me out and it lets me know what you guys are vibing with. And until next time, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.